Hello everyone. Sorry, I had to set this up, but I had some other work yesterday. I didn't do that live. So today I'll be doing this. It is just some composition that I have. Before I start off with my painting, I thank you and welcome all of you if you are joining here for the first time, and then if you like what I do, at least support my channel by liking the video and share this with friends and family so that it gets spread within your circle. So also my channel also gets noticed as well, so that's one of the things. So before I start off with this, one thing I wanted to mention is that although this room is entirely closed, but on the left hand side there's a window, and then outside some kids are actually firing fireworks. So today is Diwali in India, so if you're watching outside from India, so at least you might hear that noise. So if anyone who is watching later, at least you know that actually that's what the noise is. So for today, this is what I've taken, although the banner actually looks a little bit different, but I'm going to change the banner once this is done. I've taken my artist book. This is a watercolor book. I have also done some of the acrylic ones as well. So here, this is what I have. I thought of just painting this watercolor in such a way that I can actually retain certain lines or otherwise uh, certain details. But I'm thinking that last month actually, I did. You can actually go through my live sessions. I've done very good line and wash watercolor. It has taken a lot of time. The drawing itself has taken a lot of time, and some of the sketches that are going to be available on my website, or otherwise you can actually try to draw it. So one of the drawings that I've shown, apart from that, you can do it. So once I thought, if I'm going to paint this dark, maybe these lines, then I started thinking that maybe I should actually use my waterproof pen. So I'm actually going to, I have this sketch. This is just my thought process. That's how I've composed. So let's just see how it goes. If you wanted to do without the pen, you can actually, certainly you can do that. But for the lines, you will have to use liner brush. I'm going to use one round brush, and then I think I'm going to use liner brush. But for simple fireworks effect, I'm going to use gouache, because other than that I can't think of anything else. But acrylic is also an option. But let's try to use gouache and see how it goes, because or otherwise I can use acrylic. Let's use gouache. So let me just so this is a white gouache. I have other gouache colors, but I think I'm going to use just white gouache mixed with some other colors. So let's just see. I have a sketch here, so you will actually get an idea what I'm trying to draw here. Oh, this pen, I think this one doesn't have. Let me just see. If it doesn't have, okay, we'll just continue with because I don't have another one is not there. So let me just see. No. Okay, let's see. That's just another one yesterday that got over. I don't have another one. Okay, that's fine. So let's just continue with the painting itself. So here what I'm going to do is I'll just erase the part where I really don't need. Okay, because this is going to be just pure watercolor painting. So the okay, so let's try. It's actually going to be a little bit, but then I might use a little bit bigger brush or this brush for the surrounding. Let's paint that moon shape, that what I have here, and that one I can go with just blue, but I'm trying to go with dark blue here, so maybe a little bit magenta. But the idea is to get this bright and then the light bright. There's a lamp here, so for Diwali that's the special, but composition is entirely different. I'm going to use Gambo shoe instead of if you don't have Gambo shoe, I would you can actually go for lemon yellow, permanent yellow, anything. or you can go for light blue as well. So I'm going to go with this very thicker uh, color, and making sure that I'm actually going to go, there are some details here, but I think I'll have to deal with that with the liner brush. So let's just paint this, that way I can, some line is there but you don't need to worry about it. The outside one is actually going to, even if something goes wrong here with this shape, we can fix this because the surrounding is actually dark, right? Okay, I'm going to paint all the way on top of this. I will be able to see something outside, so let's just, I'm just taking paint straight from this. I did not mix anywhere, so as you can see, this is as far as I know, this sketchbook is 165 GSM, 160 GSM. So it will take light washes, but it won't take. I've tried even the bigger washes, but it's little bit difficult. Oh, that one I did not want to, but okay, let's just see. I am going to make that beautiful, so that's the reason I thought. Okay, I'm not going to put that. If it was just uh, line and wash, then I would have had the lines there, but I don't have lines, so I have to make sure that those lines are there, uh, painted later once this part is dried. This one, as far as, like I said, 160 GSM, this won't hold water on top, because you might have seen on my channel itself here, there are many very advanced watercolor paintings are there, but only thing is you have to keep in mind that those are all 300 GSM and even more than 300 GSM, but in this case this is 160 GSM. Water just seeps in, so that's one thing that I've seen. I will try to, maybe this is just the plan, so let's see how that goes. So that's where that ends, and then this is where it is. Okay, let's just see. Right. This has to dry, so for that reason I have another idea here. Let's just take some burnt sienna. I'll just mix that here, little bit burnt sienna here, get that ready, and then go back to this. Wet this little bit. I'm just wetting it. Just take that little bit and then try to get some, yeah, some three-dimensional thing. So let's just see if I can just wipe it off, just like that. So very subtle, very light. Let me do the same thing again here too at the bottom, but like I said, it's 160 GSM, it sucks water, so I have to wet that area wherever I want to make sure that this color, I'll just go again, right, and there at the bottom. So thinking that the light somewhere there. Okay, now again go back with the water and just make sure that it just spreads evenly so that it doesn't have, that's the idea. It will dry lighter anyway, so we will not worry about that. And if I really want to put anything under the lips here and under the nose, this is just up to you if you really want to put. Let me just try to smudge that color. Don't try to remove this here. Removing color on this is also a little bit difficult, that's what I figured out. So let's try to paint this. I think this is a little bit smaller. I'm going to make this bigger little bit, otherwise I will be struggling with, even you guys will be struggling with that. Let me just try. I will just sketch this. Let's just see. Okay, so that lamp is actually, my idea is that lamp is actually sitting on this, and this is that oval shape, right? That's that oval shape. I'm going to put the lamp light there, fire, and then that's fine. In your dark it's going to be okay. So here either I have to get that same yellow, but I'm going to put that little bit yellow on top where the light touches gamboge, and as it comes down I'm going to use this Bunsen itself. That is the, this is made of mud, earth, uh, this lamp. So based on that I'm actually going to put that, this, let it mix with that, and then just try to blend this. Any white part, if you want to put some highlight, I think I'll use gouache, but I think here we are okay with this. I should have left little bit white, but when we put the dark, then only we'll start thinking about that. Then the bottom actually has to be a little bit darker for that reason, because light is on top. This also gives light, so it's just imagination. So that's the reason you have to think, if light gets into that and then light from this candle, this lamp, then the underneath may be just little bit shadow. That everywhere light is there. So burnt sienna, let's just try burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is not enough, but still for that I will add some Prussian blue and get this darker, but more burnt sienna in that. It is yeah, more burnt sienna. I didn't see, as you might have noticed, I didn't add black to that. You can, but I didn't. So here intentionally I'm going to leave little bit of white. It's a shining, thinking that it's the shining one, a little bit white, and then this is where you have to just play with this, how much you want to put. Is it big enough, or shall I go down? So it is actually sitting on that, just the balancing maybe. So it might get light here. So now what I'll do is I'll just try to take burn Prussian blue and just apply a little bit at the bottom, so it's pitch dark at the bottom. You might see, you might not see, but I think I will just try to lift this here. Like I said, I will have a I had problem before lifting color on this, but 300 GSM was good. I'm just going to lift little bit so that shines a bit, shines a bit, just like that. Yes, I can put white on that, but I'm not going to use that. I can rub this and maybe make it little bit shinier, but not, yeah. So here something else we need to think about it. I think this is dried. Before we move on to that, let me just put, I'm just making this I'm going to use vermilion hue, not viridian. I think I need to use liner brush, okay, before I start spoiling anything. So let's take a little bit of red, and then on the lips. Any line if you want to put, you can put it with white or black, but I will think about it later. Let me just get the shape right. Use a liner brush, otherwise. Smiling, yes. Then I need just a line of this nose here, which is going inside, right? Outside is actually going to be dark anyways, and I will use the same black here, the dark color which we actually took here. This is where you have to just make sure that you don't spoil it, right? eyes are closed in this case, remember. That's the idea, that's just my idea. You can actually paint it as opened. Make it a little bit longer this side. So I don't want to spoil that. Okay, so you want, you can put any design here too actually. I can put, I'll use the same thing for design. I'm not going to use any other color. Right, just a simple design. If this is dried, you can put, I think it's not dried, I'm not going to put that now. Okay, let's just see how we can, I need a good amount of mixture of Prussian blue, good amount, so I can get the dark right, because I cannot wet this because it will suck the entire paint and then I won't be able to. So I will try to mix as much as possible. As you can see, I need for this area, surrounding area, so I think should be enough. I am going to mix this with maybe paint spray or otherwise a little bit touch of black, because I need the darkness. As you know, watercolor dries lighter, so I might not get that dark. That's the reason I will add a little bit of black into that, little bit. Don't want to spoil that blackish thing in that. Little bit more and little bit more Prussian blue. So you want to change anything, you can change here. What I would say is just take a little bit of magenta and add to this. Magenta or crimson, you can add crimson too. I'm going to add a little bit of magenta, so that gives a glow to that blue in terms of like violet. You can see that how that actually looks like. I'm going to take some more magenta. You see here how you can see that how it looks. So we'll keep that as is. Okay, so now let's start this process. If it spoils, it spoils. Try not to spoil that. I'll come from inside first and top. If you had any problem here with the edges, this is your time to fix it. So this is what I was talking about, that glow of blue is actually very good. Okay, make sure that is just dried. You can turn your paper if you wish. So this is another place where I was talking about, if you want you can actually fix those lines here. Okay. See this, like I said, this just sucks faster than I can actually think of. That's one thing that it can actually leave some marks on this, but I'm okay with getting that like here I should be very, let me just do something else here I have that lamp around, right? You can see that water, it doesn't stay longer here. I'm going to do this so that inside one is actually just spreads. You see that inside one, I don't want that hard edge, so that's the reason I did that. Again, you can leave a little bit of white here. So if little bit of white, like a sky cloud or something, if it is there, just leave it. That's fine. Try not to go inside this one again. Our idea was to just get that until here. Not going to cover this entire thing, but I have a mark here. You get to know why I have done that. There. Doesn't matter even if I have mark. If I wanted this to be done exactly perfect, then I would have used 300 GSM, but I think that whatever texture I'm getting, so this is where I was saying that pen which we used, if I had used, even that pen line would have not appeared. Right, okay. We'll try to remove some line, some color, and see how this actually works. But as far as I know, it's difficult on this paper. We'll try. If it doesn't work, we will leave it as it is. Okay. I have to go until this. I have a mark here, so I'm going according to this. Usually if bigger area, so I would have actually used, let me just mix a little bit more, still not enough. It's okay, I would have mixed actually more. Some magenta. See that color mixed with Russian blue is so good. Okay, and we come down here. If it was 300 GSM, I think I would have had more freedom of applying or removing color. But today I decided that I'm actually going to do with this, and we will do with that. Bigger brush, bigger area, I should be using bigger, but I think I thought just with this brush is good enough. So I think I will finish that entire thing here, whichever I have. Yeah, some mark is here. I think if it dries, it's good. We will try. So some cloudy structure, whatever I have here. Let's just take some more of this blue. Is there anything that I need to put? I don't know, maybe not, but see that wetness, it just seeps in straight in that, right? Let's just try. I just want to give this a try. Little bit blue here, but I don't think I'll be able to get
Hello.
hello, this is my daughter. Hello daughter. Little bit I'm trying to get some.
So this is the negative painting?
Yeah, some kind of negative painting itself, right? I'm just trying to get some effect of just the sky.
So moon is celebrating Diwali.
Yeah,
It's doing meditation.
that's what I thought
It's
actually.
doing meditation.
Hmm.
Wait, doesn't it look like it's doing meditation?
All
Like
this,
so
when it dries, actually it's going to dry
lighter.
lighter. So as you can see, this is not made for that, but it's okay. That's fine. So here we'll try to do something here. So outside is orange, so let's start with just orange, yellow, white. So red I don't want, so I'm going to use this itself.
Now you're painting the fire or what?
Orange while it is wet, though I'm saying while it is wet, I'm going to go with permanent yellow this time. Looks the same. Oh, I should have left white, but okay, now that it's not there, I will use white with gouache. No, gouache is that way just bright enough.
For the people who don't have gouache, use acrylic.
Acrylic, yes, I mentioned. They can
You
actually.
need to mention in every video because if someone is new watching this, so that's why.
Yes, they will know.
Whoever doesn't want or doesn't have gouache, you can use acrylic.
So here for I will use this itself. Let's just try how that. I don't want that to go wick. That is the candle or the light wick, which is dark and it goes inside. Right? That's just the candle wick, and I will put white on that. Okay, so now main thing is I will try to remove. Let's say I'll use some other brush. I don't think if I try to remove something. Okay, let's try this. I will use this brush and use my cotton cloth. We will see what is possible if I can actually remove. Not possible, like I said, it's not. So because we need very light color, instead of I can use gouache, but before that what I will do is let me just take some white, very dry brush. As you can see, the brush also I'm using another round brush, but it doesn't come to a point as much. So all I need is a little bit of white as bokeh. So I'm trying some bokeh effect here and there. See, it is very not much noticeable, but that's the effect I'm after. But once it is we need anything noticeable, we'll just make it a little bit so yeah, it is just right. Now I can actually use a little bit of gouache and then rub it in. So I will mix that gouache here itself. This is the gouache I'm using. So let's just see how much I can rub. It's like a dry brush. I'm not just applying anywhere. There and somewhere Okay, dry brush. I'm going to use this as a dry brush. Here I need to make sure that it's not touching that, but it's coming from behind, so just like you can put these ones with the colors, but I think I'm going to go just with this. It's just a simple. Actually, if you look at one of the videos where I did live on 300 GSM, 600 GSM paper as well, so which is pure removing color, pure watercolor, bokeh effect, very well. I've shown very well, so you can actually have a look at it if you are interested. That is one, that's very advanced compared to this. Okay, so where else I need white gouache on, just straight white gouache on that here on the candle. So that comes from there. So make sure that you actually put that white is needed. Okay, so now if I really want to put any fireworks on this, wait a minute, I have something else here as that shape is bothering me. Okay, so now next what we'll do is, see, if I take this, let's just take gouache. To that gouache, let me add some, just a touch of red, same touch of red. I don't want that to be mixed there, right? And what I want to do is, let's just take here a little bit color I'll put, and I'll rub this first. Put in all directions and rub this. Put in all directions. Rub this. So it has to look like some. Then,
Firework.
yeah, then we will try.
It's supposed to be in the front.
Make sure your direction is right about this, and press it first, press this and then pull it, so then you know what you're trying to do, right? Okay, so I will leave that as is. Let's go back to same gouache again. I'm going to mix it here now. Take a good amount of gouache, maybe less water, and this time I'll wash the brush and go back and add ultramarine blue to that, little bit ultramarine blue, so you get that, just ultramarine blue, just enough ultramarine blue, because I need that brightness. So take that color again. It might be visible very less, but let's try whatever is possible. So that blue. Okay, one more color I'll put here. I'm not going to To this, if I add actually yellow, let me just add emerald green. I have yellow. If I add actually, that should give me green, but I will try to add this emerald green straight and add some more gouache to this, because after this drying I hope that it's actually going to be the color what we are seeing now, because watercolor gouache is opaque, that's fine, but I'm just trying to get these three colors here. If I had used acrylic, maybe it would have been a little bit brighter, but I think I'm okay with just this. You can turn this, I think it's better. Turn. Let me just turn this. So right, I'm just trying to get this straight. Only one, or maybe one more small one somewhere here. Okay, one more with this color. We have this color anyways. I should have left that blue, but that's fine. It's all about again perspective, which way you are actually looking at this, right? Different colors. So that's about it. I think that's good. So we have some bokeh effect. Bokeh effect is advanced tutorials are there. It's not difficult, but so that's about it that we did. Okay, one more thing we forgot. So let's just let me just take a little bit of this color, whatever we had. Okay, I don't need too much of water, because from the liner brush I just need some line. That line, I think I'm going to put it here. Maybe it should be visible. It's not that visible, so I think I will use one of these gouache colors straight. I don't need white. Maybe. Okay. Okay, so then after that, and then what I'll do is we did with just white. Acrylic is better, but I'm going to take just pure little bit of gouache, little bit of gouache, because I want some lines here to be just white. So I will add just 2-3 lines, bright lines here. Make sure that they look like drops and then going back and forth. Let me just take out excess paint here. Okay, I think that's good. Some brightness. Let me just have a look at this, so it doesn't look like a stick. Here a little bit of bright light, again some lines, so that I can actually see here, and some more here too, just adding some bright lines. I think so. This is not left. This firework needs some brothers and sisters. Yes. So I think that's what I've done. Let's just see if anytime you feel that something is not right. So here what I would suggest is, if I really want some lines to be there, I think I'm almost done. So you see which one is actually good. I'm going to take this little bit of color and then try. Just a minute. Okay. So here at any point of time, another thing is you can actually put some dot here, maybe a ring there, anything, it's just up to you. So I'm going to just leave it as is. And here, this is what I was talking about. So if I really want, some lines, and then I'll do the same thing here too. So here at the bottom actually it's going to be dark, so I will put a little bit, just the thinking process, nothing much. So I'll put a little bit dark and then blend that, because the value of these two, if they become close, then what will happen is I won't be able to see that from far. I will not be able to differentiate between these two lines. So I think I'm good with that. There is there, and if you want to add anything, there are many other diagrams are there, photos are there. You can actually try those ones. But another thing I wanted to try is, if I take that gouache and then let's just say if I wanted some red, add red to that, right? Oh, those are fireworks outside, don't get afraid. So
Afraid.
who knows.
People
Okay,
will
so
think explosion happened.
here let's see if I really want to put a little bit of bokeh effect. I'll just, I can actually put the straight one, so I'm actually going to add something here, but I'm going to rub this so it is just barely visible. Remember, there is one here anyway, so one is behind, one is there, one is there. I think we have made enough. So red ones, this is kind of red, right? Okay, there, try not to spoil anything. One is behind, so I think should be good enough. Maybe make this more visible. You can actually have even very distinct with proper borders, so I think I'm good with that. Anything which dries, I'm just trying to look at my screen, that anything which is too, I don't think it's all bright, but I think it's good enough. I think I can say that this is enough for today. So as you can see, this is what we painted, just the idea that I had. uh, why not just paint, why paint just a lamp, why not come up with something which is different. So I've taken the moon, moonlight, but actually today is no moon day, so which is dark, supposed not tomorrow, today or tomorrow, I think so, one of them. So but still the moonlight, the lamp which is glowing, actually it is being held by the moon. And you can think of anything, but then I started thinking a little bit of bokeh effect plus some fireworks, because today in India at least it's Diwali. So Simple fireworks, you could actually make it as very dark background with Prussian blue or a little bit black, and then after that you can add brighter colors to this. I've used gouache, so I think it should be good. The reason why I did this part is there is a reason I always use this. Let me just show this. There are two actually. Okay, this I use it as a viewfinder, also as a frame, mainly for this. I've made frames for certain things. As you can see, that is going to be my, yes, anything which is not filled, that is the painting. You can think of that as the painting. So as you can see, this is what we have painted. So this is on YouTube live, and this is going on now, so that's what we did. So as you can see, I hope I did well. So if you have any other inspiration, just get some ideas and try your best. Happy Diwali, and then have a wonderful day. I'll see you next week, either Saturday or Sunday. Saturday means 8 o'clock in the evening. Sunday is supposed to be 2 o'clock, but today I was late. I had something else scheduled, so sorry about that. And if you like the video, as usual, like I said, please follow me, subscribe, and share this with your friends and family. Thanks. Bye bye.